Good morning. Happy Friday. This is day 7 of the 45th annual Stone Mountain Highland Games Build Week. It's also opening day for our Friday activities at the Stone Mountain Highland Games Host Hotel. If you need information on that, you can find it on our website at smhg.org. Some of the events are already sold out, but there are a lot of activities going on to be engaged in. So we're still out here at the fairgrounds getting everything ready to go. You'll see some trucks moving in. We started out back there at the food tents where Cameron's comes in and has the meat pies and the sausage rolls and iron brew and fish and chips and everything else that you can want while you're there. We've got vendors who are moving in on site already, loading in their tents with t-shirts and kilts and kilt hose and pins and tartan. So all manner of wares that you can get. I know that we've got artisans on the way who are loading in with pottery and jewelry and stained glass and leather works. So there's items that can be had there. The clans will start moving in this morning as well. Several will be coming in to get their canopies decorated and their spaces organized so that they can greet the families as they come in. We'll have bands out. Some of the pipe bands will begin to move their stuff in to their area. So this is the final stages of the preparations for the big shows tomorrow. We start, the field opens tomorrow morning at 8:30. We've got activities beginning as early as 9, and we've got things like the country dance has an exhibition on the field at 10:30, I believe it is. We've got opening ceremonies at noon. I'll live stream the opening ceremonies and probably several other activities throughout the weekend. For those who are unable to make it, we hope you can find a way to join us next year. But we'll give you a taste of what we've got going on here by streaming a little bit. During the week, these walks have been kind of quiet as I've gotten things, taking my walk while everybody's getting their breakfast and their coffee and marching orders for the day. But at this stage, most folks know what need to be done in their respective areas, and there's a lot of activity going on out here. I've seen a lot of tweets and Instagram posts the last couple of days of folks who've said that they're packing up and heading out our way, and we're anxious for them to get here and get them set up. We're going to take a walk through Children's. We haven't done that in a couple of days. I'm trying to give them an opportunity to get more set up. There's another clan meeting tent that was off to our right there. The actual Highland Games area for the younger ones. This is the area for our wee laddies and lassies. I see some big kids up here a lot too, just because it's a fun area to be. We've got face painting, Santa Claus, the miniaturized version of the actual Highland Games. There's archery, there's miniature golf, there's a craft area, beanbag toss, a little bit of everything. To answer the question that just came up, this is Stone Mountain, Georgia. We are inside Stone Mountain Park, and we have the Stone Mountain Highland Games starting tomorrow at, our opening ceremonies are at 12, but we open the field at 8:30 a.m. and have activities beginning around 9 on the competition field. Bagpipe competitions, harp competitions, fiddle, live bands on 3 stages. There's piping and drumming competitions, both solo and band, Highland dance, Scottish country dance, and a lot of other activities throughout. Clan activities, over 100 clans coming together for representing families from all across the UK, and several septs. There's several societies that are going to be here with us as well, and just for us, one big family reunion. Over 22 pipe bands from across the country competing in the ring. Then we've got solo piping and drumming competitions. We'll take a walk back through piping as well, since we haven't been there in the last few days. If you need more information about our games, again, we are at smhg.org on the web. Of course, the Facebook page that this is broadcasting through, the Stone Mountain Highland Games page. We can also be found on social media by searching for SMHG 1973. We're on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook. We have the Atlanta Pipe Band is going to be over to our left. John Moore McIntosh over to our right. We'll also have the North Georgia Highlanders here, Athol Highlanders. We've got Waken District from up in North Carolina. We've got bands from throughout the Southeast and traveling from Texas and elsewhere to join us this year. And this is where the bands each kind of have their staging area. A place to decompress and get organized before performances and between performances. This area is open to the public. A lot of the bands like to have visitors come through, and especially if you're from their area, if you're interested in learning to pipe or drum, many of the bands have got a developmental program where you can actually go and learn to do those things, and a lot of them will do it for free to help build up the band itself. So Had a comment come up that they're liking the walkthroughs. I appreciate that. I wanted folks to have an opportunity to get a little peek behind the curtain. It's hard to understand just what goes into putting on a festival like this when it's 100% volunteer. And so for us, spending a week out here building it and the year in preparation for it is something a lot of people don't understand. But I wanted people to have an opportunity to see kind of how we do some things. We're not giving away all our secrets, but for those who haven't been walking with us all week, these platforms that are to my left in these tents here, these are solo competition areas for piping and drumming. A judge will sit and judge an individual's performance by several different criteria and help assign that piper or drummer a grade from 1 to 5. A grade 5 piper or drummer, they are usually a relative novice. They've only been at it for a while and have a certain skill level, and they've advanced through that. And this is an opportunity for the pipers to get some feedback and know where they can develop and grow. It helps the bands better know where to place someone within their bands, because many of the bands have multiple groups that they can present. They may have a grade 3 band and a grade 2 or a grade 1, and that way they can compete in different areas. It's also an opportunity for someone who is wanting to use their piping in a little bit as a business, if they're doing weddings and funerals and church services and that sort of thing, to be able to themselves know better how to market themselves and how to improve their skills. As you can see, we've got several of these platforms spaced out. They are separated out so we can have the different levels of competition going on at one time. From a for efficiency standpoint, we just don't want a lot of bleed over from one area to the other. We're walking past the old roller rink here. Used to be an outdoor skate rink here in Stone Mountain back in the early 80s, and this part of this facility is what we use here. This loop we're walking was once a part of that rink. And as we finish our walk here in a minute, we'll be coming in through our Highland Dance Pavilion, where we've got twin stages that are specifically engineered to give the safety and bounce that the dancers like and need, and to help the dancers showcase all the hard work that they've put in as well. The dancers compete here for their scholarship money, as well as just the trophy and the respect that goes with it. But it's a really good opportunity for the guys and girls that are involved in Highland dance to showcase just how much they've gained in from the hard work that they've put in. So again, today is just putting on the finishing touches, as we've got vendors and clans rolling in, getting things set up. This afternoon and this evening out at our host hotel in Norcross, there are activities going on, and then we'll be opening the gates here tomorrow morning around 8:30. Get here early. The traffic, to get the better parking, and be ready to spend the day with us, because there's activities going on throughout the day. Dance exhibitions on the field, Highland games of all sorts going on the athletic fields, piping and drumming competitions, mass bands will be at noon for the opening ceremonies, and we'll introduce our guest of honor there as well, Robin Malcolm, who will be out from the Clan Malcolm and Macomb. He's been out on the field with us this week, observing us prepare the games, and we've enjoyed having him with us. I will do that. Thank you.